Nobody better call me. All right, good morning. Just going to sit and wait for people to join, and we will get started. All right, good morning. Good morning. Going to give just a few minutes for people to join. Based on the commentary last night, I'm hoping we have a good crowd. If not, this will be recorded. I just don't want to repeat myself a great deal, so just let's give a few minutes for people to come on. Good morning, everybody, as you come on. Good to see you. Good morning. Good morning. Just giving you a little time to get online. Very important topic we need to come together on this morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's going to give people some time to get joined, so we'll start in just a minute. It's going to help me in not having to repeat some important stuff. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. See some of my district folks on. Fantastic. Good morning. Good morning. I want y'all to know I read every comment. I'll be speaking on that this morning. It means a lot that people actually have something to say. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thinking about making this a regular thing too, at least once a week as we have important topics. But this attendance is important. Good morning. Giving time for everybody to get on. I'll give a few more minutes. I'm going to say let's start at 8:05. How about that? 8:05. 8:05. Right. Good morning. Morning, everybody. Good morning. Great to have you. So glad you're here. Good morning. Good morning. Hope nobody calls me. I'm on phone. I'm having problems with my computer. We should be just fine. Good morning. Good morning. See the Mentors Project on. Good morning. Great. All these great parents, community members. Good morning. Good morning. All right. Time is 8:03. We're going to get started in 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. Good morning. See some of my schools on. Hey, Rutland, I see you. Great. Good morning. All right. Up to 120 people. That's great. That's great. I'm going to ask y'all once we finish, for parents that you know, make sure you share. This is not about me. It's not about you. It's about our children. Bottom line. I just need you to be an advocate for what we're trying to get accomplished this morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. 8:03. We're going to start at 8:05. 8:05. We're getting started. Great to have y'all here this morning. Morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Great to have you. I'm glad you're here. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm doing great this morning, Miss Hamid. Thank you. Good morning. All right, 8:04. Starting in 60 seconds. I'm going to ask, I have some district people on here at the appropriate time. I just need y'all to put our website, and I'll explain why, but we'll do it at the appropriate time. So I want to make sure we are clear on the order of how we want to make things happen. All right. Time is 8:05. Let me say good morning once again to everybody. Good morning, Mrs. Sims. That's my wife. Love her. She's on here as well. Good morning. Got me smiling now. Yeah, we are totally in love. But anyway, good morning. It's great to have everybody this morning. And I really am appreciative for the interest that has been generated in this topic that we need to discuss just for a few minutes. And that is attendance. So first of all, I have some notes here. I want to make sure I cover everything. Thank you so much for caring enough to respond. Now, as I look through responses, I looked at every single response. I'll continue to. I even had time as I was eating my dinner last night to respond back to some of you. I recognize that some of you brought up some issues that are related to attendance and some that are not related to attendance. I want to say thank you for both of those, because what it's helping me to do is to get a better pulse on how we can do business better. So I am going to ask that one of my staff members, whoever, put our web address in the chat. And I know some of y'all don't want to use Let's Talk, but I need you to understand, in order for us to have order to how we address matters, we have to have a structure in place. Let's Talk is in place, but what's also in place is the opportunity to visit your school and to speak to a teacher. And if a teacher cannot address your matter, to speak to an assistant principal. If the AP cannot, speak to the principal. I want to speak as a superintendent, as a parent, because it's important for all of us to know that if we cannot get our issues addressed at one level, then let's go to the next level. And I'm giving you assurance that we're going to resolve your issues at the lowest possible level. But please know that we have a chain of command in place, and it helps us to get on the same page of resolving all of your issues. I want to say that because I don't want to make this about separate issues. Not this morning. Please give me time and your full ear for us to talk about attendance. I would not be bringing this to the table if it was not a significant issue that we're dealing with right now. Now, let me be clear. I'm not here to fight. I'm not here to fight, but I am here to fight for our students. And I'm going to make an assumption that each and every one of us want to fight for our students. And if we want to fight for our students, that makes it such that we're on the same team. So I don't want to argue. I don't want to fight, but I do want to resolve issues as they are coming up. But the reason I'm coming to you now about attendance is because we've taken time to look at our attendance numbers, and we have some issues. Now, a lot of you yesterday, you talked about sickness as a reason that students are absent. Understood. And I totally understand that there have been issues. We've had flu outbreaks. COVID still is a real thing. Respiratory issues. I get all of that. Okay. We've also talked about emergencies that may come up in families. Totally understand that. I'm not talking about those issues. I'm talking about the times when our students are missing school. And let me address a few things. I want to address students not attending school for any other reason. Now, I don't know who I'm talking to. I'm not calling you out, but I'm reaching out because I cannot express to you how important it is for students to be at school every single day. So I want to bring up, number one, students not coming to school for reasons outside of sickness or emergency. I also want to bring up students coming to school late for no legitimate reason. And I also want to bring up students leaving school early or being checked out early for no legitimate reason. So we're not talking about sick kids, not talking about emergencies. I'm talking about, and I'm speaking this morning on behalf of our students, because I've heard from students who told me why they didn't come to school. And when I hear some of the reasons, y'all, as a parent and as a superintendent and as an educator, it hurts my heart, because what's happening is, and I'm going to quote one of Miss Carlson at Skyview Elementary. She said, when a student comes late to school, misses school, it may be that they missed an hour in your eyes or missed some time, but they missed ELA instruction. They missed math instruction. And we cannot stand for students to miss any level of instruction. So it's important for us to talk about this. And this is not a Bibb County issue. I actually had some time to spend with some superintendents across the nation. Wyoming, Colorado, California, all over the place. And we're all talking about the same issue. And the issue that we're talking about is chronic absenteeism. Let me offer a casual definition of chronic absenteeism. Basically, when a student is chronically absent, they're missing 1 day a week or 1 day or more a week, and it adds up and it compounds into several days missed. We have a very high chronic absenteeism rate that we're dealing with right now. And the biggest challenge that I have is that my students are missing instruction. Even today, if I were to look up, I'm sure I will already see, and I've seen it every time that I've gone to different schools. I see parents walking in with students, bringing them late. When I come to schools at dismissal time, I see parents picking up school students before the time. And while I understand there may be things you have to tend to, what I'm asking you to do is to make school a priority in that space. So this is just to raise awareness about the importance of our students attending school every single day. Every year we graduate students. Every single year we're graduating students. They're going off to college. They're going off to the military. They're going off to the workforce. They're going off to open up their own businesses. So there's evidence that what we're doing is working. In cases where it's not All I want to do is impress to you how important it is for you to bring those issues to the table. We do have a chain of command. So at some level, I can promise you, we are going to resolve whatever issue that you have. But again, this morning, I want to talk about this issue of attendance. And I'm speaking for every single student in this district. If you were to ask me, what student is it that doesn't deserve to come to school every day? Outside of illness, doctor's appointments, as you have to have those happen, and emergencies. There's not one student who doesn't deserve to come to school every single day. So in your homes, I'm asking you to do a few things for me. Number one, I just need for us to sit down as families tonight. Please do it tonight, sometime today. And let's just take a look at how attendance has gone over the course of the year. Especially now. Let me explain to you why, especially now. So for the next month, all the way up to milestones testing in the middle to the end of April, we have suspended some of the assessments that we are typically doing so that we can have full focus on teaching and learning. I'm putting all the power and the authority back in the classrooms and back in the buildings so they can focus on good, hard, and heavy, devoted teaching and learning. I don't want a child to miss any single day of the experience that's happening inside the schools for illegitimate reasons. The only reason I'm calling out illegitimate reasons, y'all, is because I've heard them. Maybe I'm only talking to one person on here. And if it's the one person I'm talking to, I'm sorry, y'all. Don't get mad at me. I just have to call it out because I just don't think our students deserve to miss school for reasons outside of legitimate reasons. So with that said, and what we're going to do, I do see people responding. If I had time to respond to every single chat message, it'd be great, but I really don't have the time to respond. But I have people on my staff who are looking. We promise you that we're going to look at these, analyze, and try to get to the bottom line of any issues that we may be imposing. I want to be honest. I understand that there may be some things we need to address. We're going to address it. But right now, in this moment at 8:13, I have to address attendance, period. Ms. Hartley, you're very great point. I need for everybody to go to Parent Portal. Look at your child's attendance and see how many days they have missed. It's important for you to know exactly where they stand in terms of attendance. But that translates, those missed days translate to missed instruction. And that is the primary concern that I want to share with you right now. So let me give you some tips. And I'm going to get ready to close in just a minute. I don't want to be long. Let me offer some tips. And I offer these as a parent and as a superintendent. Number one, if there is a school problem that is yet to be addressed, and last night I read problems, I heard things about issues that you brought to the school and they haven't been resolved. I'm telling you, and I'm asking you, take it back. And I already sent an email this morning to all the staff and told them that I'm going to give you assurance that if you bring those issues, we will resolve them at the lowest possible level. I want you to take it back to that school. If it's something you need to put in writing and address to me, we have a Let's Talk app. It's very important that you use Let's Talk because what it helps us to do is to capture that issue, know what school you're talking about, know what person you're talking about, and we can route that to resolution. Number two, I wonder about your night routines. I know I used to have to fight one of my kids and sometimes both of my kids to get into bed and turn off the TV and take the phones. There was a time I had to make the charging station in my bedroom so they got off the phone. So I want you to check your night routine so that our students can get a good night's sleep. I got a great night's sleep last night. I woke up so excited because of the energy that I saw towards this issue. So that's number two. Number three, I need you to set up a good morning routine, a great morning routine so that at the very least, if you are not able to provide breakfast, get them to the school in time in order for breakfast to be provided to them. A good morning routine of getting them washed and ready, encouraged by you to get to school and get to school on time. On time. I know it's difficult sometimes, but I know as a parent, I had to bite the bullet to make sure my students got out to their bus on time. And if they weren't riding the bus, to make sure they drove on time. And if I was taking them, to take them on time. I bore that responsibility. I wish I could get every student to school by myself, but I have to lean on you to help us to get these students to school every single day. And number four, I need you to reset the expectation. as far as school is concerned. Let me say this, might be controversial, but I'm going to say it. Students shouldn't get to decide if they want to go to school or not their decision. And if there's something that they bring up that is preventing them from coming to school, I think it's our responsibility as adults to come to the school and say, hey, listen, my child doesn't want to come to school because of this. I need it addressed. And then you put it on us to address that issue. But students don't get to decide whether or not they feel like coming to school unless it is feeling as far as sickness is concerned. I'm only speaking as a parent who had students who sometimes felt like they didn't feel like it. Okay, I feel like it my foot. You're not staying in my house while I'm going to work and paying these bills. I need you out my house. I need you in the school, and I need that school to take full responsibility for my child. I own that. Y'all, I love these kids so much. I love them so much, every single one of them. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart, and I want the best for every single student. So I'm starting at this level of just attendance. This won't be the last time we're together, but I have to say that on behalf of our students. Now, as I get ready to close, I need you to do something for me every single day. And if you're already doing this, great. But if not, I want to offer this up. 316 people. This is great. Number one, please tell your students how much you love them. And I'm speaking to parents, grandparents, guardians, whoever the person is. Tell them you love them every single day. Number two, please issue expectations on how you want for them to behave inside the building. Let me underscore that one real quick. The schoolhouse, there's no other place that compares to the schoolhouse. No other place that takes the thoughts and the processes and the actions of 15 to 20,000 households and brings them all together in one space for 8 hours a day. Name another place that does that. No other place does it. So if there's any place that deserves and needs your full support, y'all, it's the schoolhouse. And again, if there are issues unresolved, let's resolve them, y'all. I stand ready to help you do that. Okay, number three, I need you to communicate school as a non-negotiable. These students one day are going to leave your houses and go out into the world. And I think we owe it to them with this school experience to make sure they are ready to do so. And then number four, please tell them that the purpose of you going to school, number one, is to learn. That is the number one purpose. Imagine, if you will, every single parent, every single morning, telling every single child that the reason you go to school is to learn. And don't let your time be consumed by anything else more than that. That's my humble ask. I'm just asking y'all. I'm actually begging you to make this something that happens every single day. As I close, just as I look at all the responses that are coming, it's very simple. We need students at school every single day. We have major testing coming up in April, and it is a time for every student to demonstrate what they know. They won't be able to demonstrate what they know if they're not at school. And if there's anything I want, it's the best for every single school. And as I continue to look at all of the offerings that we have and the future opportunities for our students, there is something amazing for every single student to do. If you have not done so, Connie Hamid, I just happened to look at your comment. I want every single one of you, thank you, Marsha Talley. I want every single one of you to find time to visit your school, offer some volunteer service, get more into the weeds of what's happening with your children. They're at school right now. Go check their room. Yeah, I said it. Go check their room. Make sure they have all the right things in their room. Look in that book bag. Ask them the hard questions. They should be able to tell you what they learned every single day. They should be able to tell you everything that is happening inside the school. And again, if there are any issues, please bring them to us and help us help you. This is a partnership. I'm not gonna fight my parents. I am not fighting y'all. I'm not fighting my community. I'm not doing any of that. Somebody asked me to repeat the 4 things I stated again. I'll repeat them real quick, and then we're gonna get done. Let me go over my 4 tips first. 4 tips. If there's a school problem, come on, bring it to the school. I told everybody to get teed up because I told them I'm going to tell you to come back. Number 2, establish a night routine. Number 3, establish a morning routine. And number 4, reset the expectation that students don't get to decide whether or not they want to come to school. Now, to say every day to your students, these are the 4. Please tell them you love them. Please, 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 please. Please tell them what you expect as far as behavior is concerned. Please tell them that school is a non-negotiable, and please reinforce to them that you expect for them to come to school to learn. Number one, school is fun. We have fun. We eat lunch. We go to all the different classes. But the first thing is make sure that they know it's a place to learn. In closing, thank you, Marshall Hughes. I saw that. They are our future. That's what this is all about. Making sure that we reinforce how important it is to feed and pour into our students. And they have to be at school every single day doing the right thing. In closing, go to our website. If you have unresolved issues, please go to Let's Talk, go to the school. And I expect for our schools to be responsive. And if they're not, we have a chain of command to make sure. But I'm giving you assurance they're going to be responsive. And I'm going to encourage them to be prepared again to ensure we're in that space. I see some comments about if you want to help, you can register to become a volunteer. June O'Neill is on here. We have the Mentors Project. And I see somebody asking about homework. Just take time to go to the school and ask. Trust me. They will give you the answers that you need. Make sure you check your remind messages, and we're going to get out as much information as we possibly can. So I hope you receive this in love. I come to you in love this morning. It's the only reason I'm coming, and the reason is because I love my kids. I love them, y'all. And what makes me proud is the possibility for every single student to be successful. But it starts with coming to school. That's all I have. All right. Well, listen, have a great day. Do me a favor. If you can, share this with some other individuals. Not trying to win a Nobel Peace Prize, but I'm trying to win over the hearts of every single student and every single one of you so that we can truly show the world what it looks like when a community of parents and a community of schools work together for the benefit of our students. I know we can achieve it, and I'm after it. I'm too old, and I got to pour out all I have before it's time for me to call it quits. So you're going to get all of me, every single bit of it. And I'm just asking for all of you in exchange so we can get all of our students every single day. All right, I'm done. Thank you. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. I love every single one of y'all. Thank you so much for joining. This won't be the last time because as I bring up topics, I promise you, I'm going to let you know I'm coming on live. And if you're able to join me, I really hope you do so we can get on the same page. Don't forget about all our tools. Parent Portal, sign up. We have our remind messages. Go to our website. Get to the school. Let's get answers and let's get it done. Have a great day.